MasenCast!
Alright, guys, welcome to the podcast. Here we talk about all things Dragon Ball, or maybe not all, but we try. We will talk about GT, Z, Super, maybe even the original Dragon Ball. We will talk games, and other stuff.
Yeah, whatever we will figure. We might come up with something interesting later.
Yeah, we have like these theories of our own. We have things that we would like to say about, plot twists and plot development, and then like of course our favorite characters. Gave you a little bit something like what we are, and who do we like, who we don't. Like, for example, I really don't like Frost, whereas my co-host here actually likes Frost. So, it's kind of funny. But hey, that's what life is.
Yeah, I kind of do like Frost, but I don't like what they did with him. So I'm gonna be talking about that in a later podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, as we go on, we will have, like, an actual website. Or maybe when this podcast airs, we will already have that website. That's how it is. And then we will also have an Instagram. And every single time, all applicable links can be found in the description box. Or then if there's no description box, then a comment box or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Alright.
Okay, so just to let in a little bit, like, why are we doing this podcast is because, well, we obviously like Dragon Ball. That's pretty obvious.
We like
I'm not really like a hardcore fan per se, because I've still yet to finish Super. I haven't watched Dragon Ball, the original one, and I haven't like read the manga. But I originally really just liked the games, and then wanted to figure out okay, from the games you can they always have the same story, right? So I wanted to know that how did it actually go in the anime? Like, why did this certain thing happen? What led to it? So that I would have more an idea that why is Cell so strong? What made him so strong? Because the games never really actually explained how Cell is so strong compared to, say, Frieza.
Well, that's right. And in my case, I could be classified more as a hardcore fan. Well, clearly I'm not an absolute hardcore. I don't know about everything. But I have seen all of the series alongside with the movies. And plus I have read the Dragon Ball Super manga. And I even read some of the fan fiction manga done by different people.
Fiction, yeah, that's a touchy subject.
Well, some of them are good, some of them are bad. Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for.
And obviously, both of us just really like playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3 even, and it's what? 10 years old at least? Maybe maybe even 15? I don't know. It's really old, and we still play it, so it just goes to confirm that, we really like this stuff. You don't play that game because of graphics. You don't.
Yeah, no. That's not the reason.
It just, it's the game that you love, it's the game that you like. It's kind of like the same thing that if I had it, I could even maybe play what's the even older Dragon Ball game? Tell me.
There's the original Budokai games.
Yeah, exactly. I could play the original Budokai. That was probably the gateway. It was either original Budokai or then Budokai 2 that actually got me into Dragon Ball in general. I saw the Dragon Ball Z on TV when I was really young, talking maybe 10, but I never really got into it back then. But then I like got into the games, and you see like Goku Super Saiyan 4, and you're like, all right, like this looks epic. I want to know more. So like, little bit here, little bit there. Like eventually, I met Zake here and started playing Dokkan, and then I was like really like, okay, I need to actually find out like even more what happened. So I basically consumed the whole Dragon Ball Z English dub, not Kai.
Yeah.
Basically just consumed that. Then I consumed GT, and it's not that big. And by the way, I don't get why in the fuck everyone gives so much shit about GT. I mean, it wasn't great, but it had its moments.
Here's the thing, it's when you watch GT. Like, people watch GT when it came out, right after Z. And when Z is kind of like, the best thing ever, like, that's how your viewers saw it. Then when GT happened, they were expecting something even better.
Yeah, but you can't really, top that. Like, you tried topping, like, Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, or Cell Saga. You can't.
Yeah, but that's the thing, that was kind of the exception. And the thing is, GT didn't give us what we wanted.
Yeah, but...
That's the thing. Even if it was like, the story was kind of okay. I'll say it's okay till the Baby arc. And Shadow's Dragon arc worked, but, Super 17 thing was kind of crappy.
Yeah, that should have been a movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we didn't get to see things we wanted to see. We didn't get to see, like, Piccolo do things. We didn't get to see Vegeta do things until the Shadow Dragon arc.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's more disappointing than anything.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, you told me that GT stands for actually something. What was it, Grand Tour?
Yeah.
Yeah? No, it stands for Goku Time.
Yeah.
And that's like, we will go further into detail in the podcast, like, why does Dragon Ball in whole, like, you think of all the Dragon Balls, what are there, 4 now? Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them rely way too much on this one character.
They do.
Like, say, like, One Piece or even Naruto, like, I haven't really watched those. I know about them, I haven't really watched those. As far as I know, they don't rely that much on one character.
Well, that is true. Like, with One Piece, they do it really well, where the entire cast is important, and there's a lot of characters who are, like, equal in power.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
it's you can see that guy looks cool, and you can be sure that he's never gonna become, like, a scrub. Versus, like, Naruto is not the same thing. The characters tend to get... It has the Dragon Ball problems with some characters. Yeah. Whereas, like, oh yeah, they used to be good, but they're not anymore. And even though Naruto himself isn't like Goku, where he centralizes everything, he still kinda had that effect by the end, though. But but it's not like Dragon Ball, where it was like the entire time.
Yeah, or Z, or GT, or... It's like coming back to Dragon Ball. Yeah, this is, by the way, what you can expect. Digressions. Like, if you don't like digressions, you can see yourself out. Speaking of, like, Dragon Ball and, characters that could have been great in Super, but for some odd reason weren't, are Piccolo and Tien. Because both of those guys, they are training. They are constantly training all the time.
Yeah.
But why aren't they strong?
That's a good point. At least with Piccolo in Dragon Ball Super, they made him Super Saiyan 2 level.
Yeah, but what is Super Saiyan 2 level anymore?
It doesn't... But here's the thing. At least he got something. Tien didn't get anything.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know why they need to be in them so much. Is it because, the Piccolo is at least like, what would you say, like really relevant throughout the whole DBZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Tien, yeah, not really in the Buu Saga anymore. Like Cell Saga, yes, yeah, he held, Cell back, so he was sort of relevant. But like Buu Saga, no. I don't even remember Tien in Buu Saga, to be honest.
He appeared once, used a Tri-Beam or Kikaho at, Majin Buu.
Oh, great.
He did that one. Also, he survived Super Boo's genocide blast.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
but apart from that, like not really.
I mean, like, we don't really know how hard is it actually to dodge Super Boo's genocide blast. I mean, really, when you think about it, like, everybody who died were just normal people.
Mhm.
And then Tien survived. Well, of course Tien survived it. I'm pretty sure Yamcha would probably survive that.
I'm
Or,
not so sure about that.
I don't know, it didn't seem like, I mean, it's a blast that killed like the entire human population.
Yep.
It's pretty divided, that power most likely divided into really small specks.
Yeah, true.
So it depends, like, but yeah.
So that's like the whole scale to give you like some idea. Like, yeah, we like to think that we know what we're talking about. What did you say?
Yeah, we will, I think we might be wrong though at some points, like, some
Yeah, we
important
can be
detail we miss.
wrong, but we know what we're talking about.
Well, general, yeah. Like, we're not completely like noobish, that we're not that aware of the stories. And plus, if like I forget something, you'll remind me, and if you forget something, I will remind you. So
Yeah, like if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had these like crazy ideas about, what ifs that we will have. Like, what
yeah,
if this character got strong, or what if this character died? Or, like, that's the most important thing about this. Like, you need to forget what others think and just, think yourself. Like, you listeners, like, I want you to comment, like, your stuff. Like, if you disagree with us, be like, critical
disagree.
about it. Like, if
Yeah,
you disagree, like, and tell what do you think. But don't like say that, oh, you suck, or your theory is shit, and then give like no explanation to it, that why it's shit.
yeah, that one I agree with. Like, I would like to know like information. Like, if I'm wrong about something, I really do want to know how I'm wrong about it, and being corrected in the comment section.
Yeah, and there's like not really a way to be wrong about this unless there's like something that we've missed on a certain
Well,
thing, like on a feature or something that we're doing, and we've like missed something.
I mean, like, the only one way of you couldn't be not really wrong, but like is theorizing kind of the wrong ways if you don't consider, for example, what we've seen, or the thing is the lack of information in something. That's the thing about Dragon Ball. With some things they never explain it, so we're never sure how it actually works.
Yeah,
Like
like
when,
power
like
levels.
yeah, like Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. Like, for example, Super Saiyan 3. Is it actually hard to turn into Super Saiyan 3? We think it is because Goku learned it in the other world. But is it actually true? Did it actually take him 7 years? Or did it take him like a couple of weeks?
Yeah, and that's like maybe one podcast that we can do, like that we actually find out if it's that or not.
Yeah. Like, from what, at least what we learned from Dragon Ball Super is that Vegeta finds Super Saiyan 3 as kind of like unnecessary thing, kind of like like the muscly form, the Super Vegeta form.
Yeah.
Like, it's like there's too much of a drawback to use it effectively. So if he realized Super Saiyan 3 is like that, when did was he able to learn it but decided not use it?
Yeah, we don't know. Probably everywhere between Z and Super, which is now what? How many
Yeah,
years?
yeah, that's like
How many years is it between? 5?
um, no, it's less than that.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's in a couple of years.
Okay.
Like, that's kind of the reason why Golden and Trunks should be looking older, but like, it's a couple of
They
years
aren't.
after. But yeah, but they aren't. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, at least we can say that this about Vegeta, that he couldn't have learned Super Saiyan 3 during the Majin Buu arc because he was kind of annoyed by like, he was like, why, he went with Goku and said, hey, why didn't you use that Super Saiyan 3 against me?
Yeah, when he was Majin Vegeta. Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of says that, like, he didn't have it then.
Yeah, And that's probably like the thing about, the whole power thing that we don't really know how strong Boo was. And because we don't really know how strong Boo was, we don't have any idea about anything that came after him.
Yeah, I would, at least with Boo, in his different forms, like at least with the Fat Boo form, we can say that we know that he's weaker against Super Saiyan 3, Goku at least. Gotenks seems to be as strong as Super Boo. Goku Super Saiyan 3 can't fight Super Boo. So like that we can kind of approximate when it comes to like the Majin Buu arc. The problem I have with is like the Dragon Ball Super when Super Saiyan God happened. And then Super Saiyan Blue after that. I don't know how strong anybody is in that series.
Yeah, and we are now talking about, power levels on an introduction.
Well,
but yeah, that's what you have. Like, what else can we tell you? Like, yeah, I told you there will be an Instagram.
yeah.
And this is exactly why we are doing this. Like, we think that there are people out there that, want to talk about stuff, like comment on stuff, hear on this stuff, like hear about like more than just fan theories, fan fiction, like just hear like people's thoughts on things, and that's what we're providing here.
Right.
Yeah, so to sum it up, so to say, we will be doing, or at least attempting, 3 podcasts per week, or at least 3 episodes, whatever you would call them,
Right.
varying in length, so that there's like everything for everybody, so that there are shorter episodes, like say 10 minutes, and then there are longer episodes that can go for as long as, I don't know, 50 minutes.
Mm.
And the thing is, like, if you hear us talking Finnish, that's because we're both Finnish. So, like, don't drop your pants or something. Don't shit your pants. It will happen, and we discussed with here together, and we think that we won't edit this, so you're getting us as raw as possible.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And so that sums it up, and that will be the end of the introduction, and you can wait for the next episode soon.
See ya.